blood. Well, I caught this rambling fever long ago, when I first heard a lonesome whistle blow. If someone said I ever gave a damn, well, the damn sure told you wrong. 'Cause I've had rambling fever all along. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. There's times I'd like to bed down on the sofa and let some good-looking man rub my back. Spend the early morning drinking coffee and talking about when I'll be coming back. 'Cause I don't let no man tie me down, and I'll never get too old to get around. I'm gonna die along the highway and rot away like some old highline pole. Finally rest this rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degrees. Oh, rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, but there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. She was called the Scarlet Woman by the people, who would go to church but leave me in the streets. With no parents of my own, I never had a home, and a 15-year-old girl has got to eat. She found me outside one Sunday morning, begging money from a man I didn't know. She took me in and wiped away my childhood. This woman of the streets, this Lady Rose, this bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to love a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. She was a handsome woman, just 35, who was spoken to in town by very few. She managed a late evening business like most of the town wish they could do. And I learned all the things that a girl should know from a woman not approved of, I suppose. wish I picked a rose, this bed of roses that I laid on, where I was taught to love a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to love a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. Now that we've fallen apart, how can we talk heart to heart? You're so far away, what can I say? I've tried to understand, but things got so out of hand. I've held out as long as I can. Now I'm on the telephone saying, can I see you tonight? Just think of the time that we're wasting. Everything could be right. It could be love that we're making. Now that we're on the line, I'll tell you what's on my mind. Love that we're trying to hide, well, it's suffering from too much pride. When will we see the end to this game that nobody wins? 'Cause as long as nobody gives in, it goes on and on and on and on. Can I see you tonight? Think of the time that we're wasting. Everything could be right. It could be love that we're making. Instead of breaking up, instead of breaking up, can I see you tonight? Just think of the time that we're wasting. Everything could be right. It could be love that we're making. Can I see you tonight? Just think of the time that we're wasting, baby. Everything could be right. It could be love that we're making. Downtown Friday night, feeling behind. Look at all my future holiday stolen by. Bait on my hook, any fish who try to bite.